everyone and welcome to a new episode of Prison Architect. In this episode I'm going to show you a little bit of the planning system, the beginning of the bureaucracy screen, and we are going to build the offices. So let's get to work.
So first of all, I will go to the materials tab again and put another layer of 3 tiles wide of grass. First on both sides. Then before I actually start the building, I'm going to planning, because with planning you can actually first make a planning of the building you want to design, so that later on you have the exact dimensions when you start actually working on it, which makes the building process a lot easier. So I'm going to create at first 5 offices that will be 5 by 5 meters. So that is for 1, 2, number 3, number 4, and there will be number 5. Then I'm going to determine the walls. So this is basically the layout for the 5 offices where the walls will be. Then I'm going to put up some walls here that will later on be a corridor. I'm also going to put some walls up here and also create some 5 by 5 rooms that later can be used for power supply and water supply. And then I have some additional space here which will later on be a staff room for the staff to relax. So this is going to be the layout of a first building. With the planning tool I've been able to determine the outer walls and also already determined the inner walls. Then I'm going to the objects and I'm going to place staff doors. And with the R key you can rotate them, and as you can see I'll place them in the blank spots where there are no walls. So basically these are the door openings, and as you can see the workmen here will actually start to put up the doors. I'm going to foundations to start actually lay the foundations. For the offices I'm going to turn the automatic light placement, I'm going to turn that off. So that means that within that building there will not be placed lights automatically. And I'm going to choose the brick building. You can also choose concrete building. There is no difference between them. It's just the look of it is a little bit different, and I prefer the brick building. So selected all the offices, and now the workmen will actually start to build the foundation for this. And once that is done, the foundation is completed, the building will be automatically built. And as you can see, it only builds up the outer walls. So in the materials I'm going to choose brick wall and use that to create the inner walls. And I'm now going to build the first office, for which I'm going to the rooms and select the office room. Then by selecting the room I have now determined this room to be an office. And as you can see it requires some stuff, which in this case it has to be a minimum size of 4x4. I made a 5x5. It requires an office desk, a chair, a filing cabinet, and it has to be indoors, which it is. So for the 3 missing items I go to objects, and as you can see the required items are highlighted in the menu. So I'm gonna select the desk first, and also by the R key you can rotate it. And I'm going to place a chair, a filing cabinet, and I also like to do always some additions to the offices, which currently are no use, but I think they look nicer, and that is a drinking machine. Also, I'm placing a radio, a television, and a white sofa. Then I'm gonna put in some lights, which I do on the 2 opposite corners. And for fire security I'm gonna put a sprinkler in the middle. So now that the office is completely built, I'm going to the staff and I'm going to hire some staff. The first one you can hire is the warden. You can only hire 1 warden. And as you can see, the warden that has been hired is the one I chose when setting up the prison in the first episode. Now with the warden you have the options in the bureaucracy menu. This menu will allow you to unlock additional options within the game. So the first one I'm starting with is unlocking security. You can unlock any of the highlighted ones you want, and it doesn't matter much in which way you do it. I will come back to the bureaucracy screen and in a later episode to show you some more, and also to show you some cheats on quicker unlocking, and also to mess up with the costs for the unlocking and also the time it requires to unlock certain options. As you can see, for the objects that require power but don't have power yet, they are showing the lightning bolt symbol, and that's just to visualize that they don't have any power supply yet. Same goes for anything that uses water. If they are not connected to a water system, they show a little drop. So what I'm going to do now, I want this building to be, or this room to be also in this room. So under the quick build option, under the quick build menu, you have the option to clone. If I select that, and with the right mouse click, if you have a right-handed mouse, I'm select the area I want to copy. This has now been selected, and as you can see, it brings up a square in the same size, and actually everything that will now be copied. So if I left click, it will be pasted, and as you can see, the objects are here, and workmen will start to place them. So I can now also hire a chief. I'm going to build a hallway that will connect the offices within a building. If you don't want to, this is not required, but I just want it to be one building. So there's a hallway. Again, I'm going to select building bricks, but this time I'm going to add outer lights, because I want to have some lights placed automatically. Again, I'm selecting this one, and once that's done, you see lights are now placed automatically by the game. And what I'm going to do, opposite to the lights, I'm going to add some sprinklers. So that's all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up if you like. Please subscribe for more content. Links below in the description. And I will see you again with the next episode. Thank you for watching and bye bye.
Boo! I scare you! Trick or treat!